So you've already decorated your paper plate circle loom for your flower weaving. If you have not done step 1, please stop this video, go back and watch step 1, complete that first, and then come back here. If you have colored your whole plate, now it is time to prep the loom. So now we have to create places for our strings. So you can just cut here, and that's one way to weave, but that's not what we're going to do because that would only weave around here. So what we're going to do is where those, so I've drawn over my pencil lines so you can see them again, they're nice and dark. So now I'm going to cut a point. All right, so I'm going to cut letter V with that line that we drew to begin with in the center. Okay, so this is like I'm making a triangle cut. And I actually think I want it to be a little bit wider because these are going to be my flower petals. So I need to go around and I need to cut that on every single line. Now, if you are not going slowly and carefully and you make an error and you cut too much, then you're going to have to start the steps all over again. So please make sure that you are cutting slowly and carefully. When you're finished cutting these, you can see they already take a shape, but I can, because this is my artwork, I can edit that and I can change it a little bit to make it mine, because we all have a different aesthetic. That means things that we see that please us, that make us happy. So you could leave yours with this type of petal. Your weaving is going to go in the center. That would be totally fine. But I'm going to round mine off a little bit. Because this will create a more pleasing flower to me. But again, you can make yours pointy, spiky, totally up to you. And look, are all of my flower petals the same size? No, some are bigger, some are smaller. It's totally okay. This is just kind of like the frame of your weaving. And this is one of those situations where we get to use our loom as part of the artwork. So if we did open weaving earlier with the painted loom, you know, we left those strings on there as part of our artwork. All right, so this is the first part of step 2. Now we need to get some yarn. Okay, you've got your loom cut and ready. You've got some yarn. This is called variegated yarn. It changes from one color to another, but it takes a long time to do it. Look at all this black yarn I have. So I used it because I wanted you to see the contrast of the black against the plate. So you're going to take a piece of tape, and this is just going to hold it, okay? And I want you to give yourself a good long piece so that you can tie a knot with it when you're done. So this is just going to hold it there. If you are a younger student, you may get a grown-up to help you, or they can assist you greatly with this part, because I know that this, if you're a remote student and you're trying to do this at home, this can get frustrating. So you can get a grown-up to help you. Get your favorite grown-up. So we're going to go across the street, okay? Don't pull it so hard that you rip it down there, because then you're going to have to do some doctoring and tape it. So you're going to pull it across until it's got a good tension, okay? Just like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. And you want to go across the street from where you started-ish. So it's not going to be exact. And you just kind of keep going across the street. I'm just going to go in a circle. And you'll notice now I don't have an empty place to go, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna actually thread it through the middle. You can use a pencil, any kind of pencil, and poke a hole in the middle of your loom. Just poke a hole, okay? Again, get a grown-up to help you if you need to. Don't stab yourself. And then I cut such a long piece. I'm gonna go, I want these to all kind of be jumped together. So I'm gonna kind of go under them. I'm stringing that under, and I'm gonna stuff it through. And I'm just gonna use my pencil to stuff my yarn through until it comes on the other side. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And I'm gonna pull it all the way. And you'll notice when I do, ooh, it makes a nice radial design. So our warp threads on this kind of loom go vertical up and down, but on this kind of loom, they go in a radial pattern. So if that did not make sense to you, then just pause this video, rewind it, watch it again. It's the great thing about asynchronous learning. So now you've got your two ends that you can tie into a knot. Remember, again, don't tie so hard and so tight that you rip your loom. So get your favorite grown-up to help you with this part, and then just trim those. And that's gonna be extra. And there is my prepared loom.